Alrighty, a modern cube here. Last time I did play mono red. There are Hellrider and Exclusive Firecraft. Good cards in mono red probably, but I can rather have something a little cheaper if I want to go into mono red. I like Marsh Flitter, which is a pretty good card with blink effects and reanimator effects. Seagate Oracle also solid. After considering this for a while, there's also Deep Forest Hermit. I'm just gonna take Deep Forest Hermit. I think this card is just awesome. It basically is 9 power and toughness for 5 mana. It has Vanishing Free, but you're gonna you probably have killed your opponent before then. And this is a good reanimator target, because if this creature dies, you're still left with 4 1/1s. Alright, here's a Siege-Gang Commander, but that's also kind of an expensive card. Curious Briefcase. This is a ramp card that creates a 1/1. Sort of like a Prosperous Innkeeper. Strategic planning for some reanimator action. Although blue-green. Mother Bear, which is okay. This card is good, but kind of expensive. Smarter is just okay. Vanishing Vampire could be like could be some green-white tokens deck, and this is only gonna trigger once for Deep Forest Hermit. But I'm kind of tempted to try out some green-white tokens. I think it could be good. Okay, so this is a new card. It is a saga that basically tutors any creature into play for 2 extra mana. So if I want to get Deep Forest Hermit, I have to pay 7 mana. It's a little too expensive, I think. There is Valorous Stance, Brushland, Masked Vandal. This card is probably pretty good because there is a lot of artifacts and enchantments in the Vintage Cube. It's also a Changeling, so it has sort of tribal payoffs. So like it's gonna get +1/+1 for Deep Forest Hermit. You're probably looking for some bigger payoffs. This card is also solid, but it's expensive. Angel Serenity also good, but you want to have it in some sort of reanimator deck, I think. I'm gonna take Masked Vandal, I think. That'd be a good card. Oh, so we have a solid card in Briarbridge Tracker. There is also Genesis and Elspeth Conquers Death. Welcoming Vampire also triggers Masked Vandal and would trigger off Briarbridge Tracker. It's a solid card, and I like these 5-drops, but I think I'm going to take a solid Briarbridge Tracker. It's a 2/1 naturally, and you're going to have a lot of tokens in green-white, probably, and it also triggers Welcoming Vampire, because it's if you play this without a token, you can stack these so you actually get draw a card, I think. Pretty sure about that. Right. Ooh. We have this card is very hard to read, but it basically returns a permanent with 3 or less from graveyard to the play, and it has flashback for 5, and then you get 2 cards. There's also Restoration of Eiganjo, Hermit Druid, which I guess I could have been Reanimator. But I think this card is decent. Is it better than Restoration of Eiganjo though? I don't think so. I think this card is just rock solid. I'm playing it in draft, standard. It's basically it's a 3/1 almost. You first get a plains, then you get a card back for discarding something irrelevant, and then you are left with a 3/4 that stuff. It also eventually creates tokens. Ooh, Revelark! I love this card. I usually don't get excited about cards, but this is one of my, if not my favorite card ever. And it works really good in this deck. Gets back Welcoming Vampire, Briarbridge Tracker, Masked Vandal, Deep Forest Hermit. Wow, I'm happy I went into this. Yeah, there's Hornet Queen, but Revelark. So it's a 5 mana 4/3 flyer that when it dies or leaves play, actually, you get to bring something back. 2 cards back with power 2 or less. And that's Evoke for 6, so you can even do that on force that through. So now there are 2 cards here that are great with Revelark, Karmic Guide and Flicker Wisp. Karmic Guide because you can get back with Revelark, and then you can also get Revelark back with Karmic Guide. Flicker Wisp doesn't get back with Revelark. I think I'm gonna have to take Flicker Wisp, just looks so much better than Karmic Guide in this deck. Vicar is great with all my cards, basically, including Restoration of Egandia, whereas Karmika is basically only good with Ravelark. Ooh. So there's Mangara of Corondor, it actually works with blink effects. There's Elven Chorus, good card, but I'm going to take Voice of Resurgence. This is a very good card. It's a 2/2 for 2 that whenever opponent casts spell in your turn, you get a creature that's as large as you have creatures. But that also happens when this dies, and it works with all my cards. So I have 7 creatures and 8 spells, looking to be a green-white blink deck. Alright, we have Chord of Calling, which I think is a little too clunky for this deck. It is nice with some of my cards. There's also Druidic Satchel, good but kind of slow. You're getting some value every turn. Meadow Boon, card that works with some of my cards. I think I'm going to take a Druidic Satchel and maybe board it in a matchup, but it's good. Alright, we're back, and think of all these cards, I'd rather have Courier's Briefcase, I think. And we will Brushland. I think it's a little better than these other cards. I want to be able to cast my cards. Don't think I'm going to play Seasoned Hallowblade in this deck. It looks a little off. I'm going to take Case of Coilos. I think I'm more likely to splash a black card than a red card. Ooh, we will this card. I think I might play it. Take Firehorn. And a card that's probably not going to make the cut, but it's there if I wanted to. It can grow quite large, but at the end of the day, it's just power and toughness with reach, and it's a little too small ball, I think. Whereas this card, I think, is going to be good. It also has flashbacks, so it's very good against control decks. What the hell is this? Yeah, it looks pretty bad. There are Celestial Guildmage, would be okay. Wrath of God, which looks not that good because it just kills too much of my own stuff. I know it's kind of good in some matchups. Overrun, which would be funny. And Boomseer, which is worse than these other options. I think I'm gonna take Celestial Guildmage. I think it's a decent card, mostly for the pumping all your creatures ability. And I like it better than Overrun because it's on a body that I can get back with some of my cards. And I have Deep Forest Hermit creates tokens. Okay, so we have Tarmogoyf, which is gonna be not that good in this deck, I don't think. Fable of the Mirror, I just said I only probably wanted to splash a black card, and here is a red card, unfortunately. Primeval Titan, which is basically a 6/6 trampler for 2 that ramps you to, I'm not exactly sure what. I think White Mane Lion is going to be good. It works with a lot of my cards, and Ravelark also. We got Giant Killer. It would be kind of nice to have a removal. We have this card, which is probably awesome against red, but I think Giant Killer is going to be great. I want some form of interaction, and this is also a card that you can just play early if you need to. There is also Reclamation Sage, but I already have Masked Vandal for that, and I don't want to have too much of that, so I think Giant Killer should be good. Ooh. It's okay, probably, but I think Sylvan Library is going to be great. It usually just runs away with the game against control decks. Hanged Executioner, it's okay, but it's a little expensive to use it. If it didn't cost mana, it would be more nice, but Sylvan Library. The deck's going to be pretty good against control. Mulch, Knight of the Right Orchard, which is great when I'm on the draw, but not sure about other times. I think I may just play it. It's so good when you're on the draw. If I end up with the Temple Garden, it's even better, because then I can actually get green mana from it too. But yeah, this looks like a pretty solid deck, and that's why it was so important, I think, to get giant killer because it actually gives this deck something it lacks, that is interaction. Doubling Season. So it works with Deep Forest Hermit, some extent with Ravage Tracker, Celestial Guildmage, Curious Briefcase, Voice. Alternative to say Mirror Entity as sort of like another way to pump up my entire team. Might be some infinite combo with Revelark too, because you can. I don't think so, but yeah, Mirror Entity is a fun old card. Yeah, I don't think Blade Storm is good. Runa though. Angel or human? Nah, I mean, sure that's a human, but elf, Tree of Justice, or Wood Elves. I think I'm probably not gonna play Wood Elves though. It's a little too small ball. And I don't like Decree of Justice. Take Bruno, maybe. If I end up with some more good stuff, I can play it. Alright, so now Saturation I like more than Wood Elves because it is 2 mana rather than 1. And it works nicely with my Blink cards. It mills me for Sevelin's Reclamation and Revelark. So yeah, I think Saturation is going to be good here. Okay, so I did wheel Boon Satyr. Momentary Blink is fine, but you really want to be able to pay the blue. The overrun, maybe I'll play it. And I guess I'll take Tarmogoyf. And ooh, I got the Cyborg card back. And I got all this stuff. There's Claimer, there's no Dark Depths here. Something March. And sure, maybe. Open Season, of course. I actually don't have a single 4-drop. I could play Briarhorn, but I think that this is decent. No way to activate the second ability of this right now. But we shall see. I might cut it. It's a little too low impact. And I did get Saturation, which has a similar role in that it's a 1/1 for 2 that gets me essentially a land. But the Briefcase only gives you a treasure, essentially. So I think this triggers off tokens as well. Yes, okay. What else came back? Okay. It's a lot worse than Satyr Wayfinder though. Because Satyr Wayfinder also has synergy with some of my cards. It's going to be a great sideboard card though. Even if I can't destroy a goblin, a 2/2 first strike pro red is just going to be crazy good in some matchups. Ooh, Charming Prince. Looks like a fantastic card. There's also Blare of Subdue. Okay, seems. And Path to Exile, but I think Charming Prince is just better than Path in this deck. This card just is crazy good with Revelark. You can blink Revelark, and then Revelark can bring this back if it dies. It also blinks Flicker Wisps, Ravage Tracker. It's a cheap 2-drop. Mind wheeling Glare of Subdual, I might play that. I think this is better than Path. I could be wrong, but Path is always feels a little out of place in a deck like this. It's probably fine, but oh, so there is the Godfarer's Gift. But how good is it? I do have a Gate to Afterlife, but there's not that many ways to get cards in my graveyard. There's Tithe Taker, which is just okay. I'll take the Godfarer's Gift, and then we shall see if I get some more self-mill. Maybe. Alright, this card is okay. You have a lot of creatures, then it flips into a card that is large enough as all your creatures and also gives you an extra one. Pretty good with Deep Forest Hermit. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Probably play it. So for you to go infinite with Revelark plus Mirror Entity, you also need something like Greater Gargadon. But you activate this for 0, and then Revelark dies, brings it back, and then it's pretty convoluted. Here there is Mirran Crusaders, Savannah, or Cavalier of Thorns. All fine cards. I kind of like Savannah. My mana is rough here. Yes, Cavalier of Thorns is a powerful card, but I'm not really ramping that much. I guess Cavalier of Thorns plus Godfarer's Gift is a great combo because it mills you. This is tough. So do I want to make my mana good, or do I want to get the Cavalier, maybe get Godfarer's Gift in? I'm going to take Savannah. I think having good mana is just good, and it just opens up the door for fetch lands. Okay, Spirited Companion looks tempting. So does Garruk Relentless. I don't think this is a Spider Spawning deck. I could take Garruk just to have a 4-drop. But Spirited Companion works with a lot of my cards. With a Charming Prince, Flicker Wisp, Welcoming Vampire. Yeah, I'm gonna take Spirited Companion. Ooh, Angel of Invention. Yeah, there's no competition here really. This creates a lot of tokens. It works great with Revelark again. Works great with the Militia Captain. So I'm kind of this plus Godfarer's Gift, by the way. Okay, so now there's Windswept Heath, and as much as I love Thraben Inspector, and it's great in this deck, I'm gonna take Windswept Heath because it just makes my mana so good. And I can throw some cards in here. So I'm not gonna be short on players. I just think it can't be understated how good it is to have good mana in cube, just because you end up with enough playables anyway. So here I can take Wooded Foothills, which gives me Savannah or Temple Garden. I don't think any of these other cards are good. Yes, probably take Temple Garden. Now I got a little punished for not taking some of the other cards, but just that I can easily just play Briarhorn if I need to. Or I can take Lair of Subdual, which will, as many creatures as I have, I think it's going to be good here. It's no opposition, but I have so many creatures that this can just dominate the game. It also gives me interaction against some broken creatures. Take this, even though it is a little too late now for a card like that. Let's see, I kind of want one more play. Ooh, I will Cavalier of Thorns. Okay. So now let's see, can I get the gate in there now? Squirrel Nest. I did pass Earthcraft that combo. So I could put the gate to the Godfarer's Gift in there. With gate maybe. But it is 6 creatures, that is a lot. I do have Cavalier of Thorns and Satyr Wayfinder. I just don't think it's reliable enough. How about I just play it like this and don't bother with the... My main deck is pretty solid. I don't want Tarmogoyf. This is not 2010 anymore, or 2015. Yeah, this seems good. I could cut Glare, but I think it's fine. I could cut Curious Briefcase. Okay, fine. I'll cut these, put in that and that. I think this could be okay. And yeah, maybe Glare is just not good. It doesn't top land, so it basically only controls the board. But all right, let's have some fun with this. This looks like a fun deck. All right, we got a nice hand here with Satyr Wayfinder into Sevin's Reclamation if I hit something, and if I don't hit, I can Flicker Wisp Satyr Wayfinder with the white mana I get from Sated Wayfinder, hopefully. You play this, and yeah. Library. I'm gonna wait on that. Yes, it's a nice early play, but I think I have most of my stuff already. I might play it later and dig then, but right now I don't think I need to do that. Blue white. Life Taker. Okay, that's not a card I care too much about. It basically means that if I want to cast something during my opponent's turn, I have to pay an extra. And then this is also 2-1 with Afterlife 1. Alright, there's the planes. And I milled 2 creatures for the gate. So next turn, I can't really afford to play Knight of the White Orchid. I have to wait a turn, but that's fine. Because if I play the planes, I don't have less lands than my opponent. This is basically a card that if you have less lands than your opponent, you get a free planes on a 2 to first strike. And it comes to play untap. So next turn I can either Flicker Wisp my Sated Wayfinder, I can play Gate, I could also regrow a Forest or White Mane Life. So I have a lot of options, but let's see. I kind of don't want to block if my opponent attacks just because I want to wait to get this into play, because this means that anytime a creature dies that I control, I get a free loot and free life. So, and my bot may not even attack. We shall see. I have a ton of options, but it definitely involves playing a planes. Okay. Gonna play an island and passes. Looks like no attack. All right, so I'm gonna play a planes. I kind of want to slow roll the gate. There are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, it's less likely to get countered if I play it later. This spot map might have a counter spell. Second of all, you kind of want to. If I can play this with 6 creatures and immediately activate it, it's also less susceptible to artifact removal. So I'm going to play Flicker Wisp. It might get countered or it may not, but if it doesn't get countered, I get a free land, and I dig myself even further towards the gate. Because gate can also grow back from the graveyard, so there's no risk of milling it. Graveyard, hand, and or library. Okay. So my opponent did not do anything. Okay, I even get a Savannah. And I can Civilians Reclamation the Restoration if I want to. Now I'm up to 3 creatures in my graveyard. Next turn I could go Knight of the White Orchid, get a land and play Gate, but we'll see. God, it's still not doing anything. Alright, so that's an interesting draw. Play the Savannah. If I attack, I might get gotten by Restoration Angel. Wait, I shouldn't have played a land. That was bad. So that was bad play. I played too fast. Oh well. I just said I didn't want to do that, but then I did. It's your turn. I think there's a Restoration Angel or a Wandering Emperor or something. So easy. You're often. Oh, Fact or Fiction. Let's. None of these cards bother me too much. With Hallowblade, Island, and Curiosity. Basically, I don't want to put Curiosity and a Sheep Flyer. In the same pile, because that could be bad for me. All right. My opponent took the bigger pack. No, the smaller pack. Okay, so I probably split it correct. So my opponent now has the Syndicate Naga. That's a 2 and a blue Siren Storm Tamer. But I have a flyer, so I think things are looking okay. Alright. So I can Sylvan. There's a Godfather's Gift. I kind of wanna. So Masked Vandal doesn't do much now. So I'm gonna put this on top. Please. Put this on top. I have enough lands. Then I'm gonna cast Knight of the White Orchid. See what my opponent says about that. Shuffle away the cards I'm gonna hope to shuffle in my deck. With that, and then I kind of want to wait on the gate so I can crack it immediately, but let's Sevin's Reclamation, Restoration. Plains, and then I'm gonna play Temple Garden, tapped, and no attacks. This could flip next turn, so we shall see. I wanted nothing. I do have a flying blocker though. And I kind of have to block because of the Mist Syndicate Naga. I don't want to get hit by that. I kind of expected my opponent to mess with my Flicker Wisp and then get through. But yeah, I'm gonna have to block it. I don't want to get hit by the Mist Syndicate Naga. So while this prevents me from flipping the hand rare, that's fine. I also now have this to get 2 things back. So here's now this is a free one. But if it deals damage to a player, you get a copy of it, which would be unfortunate. Alright. Okay, so here now I'm gonna start keeping cards. I'm gonna put this on top and I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna get back I think I'm gonna get back the Celestia Guildmage. I'm gonna play Voice of Resurgence, and at this point I'm pretty insulated against sweepers. So how about I can now play Gate? I can actually attack here. Because now, if my opponent has a sweeper, I get a token from Voice. I get a bunch of triggers on Gate. I have a Deep Forest Hermit in hand. I have a Restaurant Shop going. So I think I should be pretty well set here. Okay. Gonna put on top. Put on top. And I get a 3/4. I don't think I should need. I don't need to play more stuff here. I have a Celestia Guildmage as well, so I can just tag with everything now. Maybe not the Celestia Guildmage. Yeah, that's probably fine. And I can double activate this if I need to. And I kind of want to do that because I kind of want to save my voice. If my voice dies now, I don't get a token if my opponent has a sweep. This also deals a lot of damage, so my opponent now needs a sweeper, I think. And then I'm left with something, whereas before I wasn't. Okay, that was pretty easy. My opponent didn't do much. It seems to be some sort of blue-white deck with some flyers and card advantage. But I kind of want to put in the Wildborn Preserve. It's a 2/2 flash reach, which could ambush some flyers, and it can also become quite big. So that might be better than something like a white main lion, which is a little bit of one of my more clunky cards. So I think I could maybe get some ambushing going. Well, it's a definite key. The question is, do I play Giant Killer on turn 1? I don't think so. I didn't see much, but this also, if I slow roll it, I can trigger Welcoming Vampire on turn 4. So I don't think I should play it on turn 1. I'm not activating it. Maybe I do on turn 4, but yeah, I think I'm gonna slow roll it. Yeah, I'm still gonna slow roll it. So the Charming Prince probably gonna scry. I'm gonna play Charming Prince, though I think I wanna get something on the board. And slow rolling Giant Killer means I get a trigger of Welcoming Vampire. Okay. That is aggressive. Okay, so do I want to play Celestial Guildmage or Charming Prince? Right now I kind of want to draw lands, so I'm gonna play the Charming Prince. Voice is pretty good. Masked Vanna goes on the bottom. Voice is good, but I also want to draw lands. I'm gonna have to put that on the bottom, I think. It's not that I necessarily need lands, but Deep Forest Arm is such a stabilizer against Seasoned Hallowblade. Take it. Very happy my opponent didn't cast Curiosity on that. That would have been awkward. Agent's Landing. Okay, well, that's not the worst. I'm going to play Welcoming Vampire. It's very possible it gets countered, but no. I'm not going to attack. It just seems stupid to attack, and then my opponent maybe kills this, attacks me back with a lifelink. That's better to slow roll it. And hopefully I can keep my opponent from flipping this too soon. You need to attack with 3 creatures, so very often you can suicide one of your creatures, but I still don't think it is time to... Oh, didn't even attack. Wow. Okay, there's a land, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's leave it Spirited Companion. See if there's a counterspell now. It could be Fact or Fiction, but that's nothing I can do anything about. And I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna play this even though I don't get to draw a card, just because I'm gonna attack because my opponent probably has Fact or Fiction. Would have been an absolute disaster if my opponent has us arrested. No. Wow. That sweep doesn't even bother me too much, just means I'm getting closer to... Ooh, bribery. Okay, so... my opponent can't get Deep Forest Hermit. What's the best card my opponent can get? I did not put in I didn't take Primeval Titan, which I'm happy about. You can actually blink your opponent's stuff with Charming Prince. Exile another target creature you own. Yeah. So if I can find a way to blink Charming Prince, I can get my creature back here. So what does my opponent take here? There isn't that much good stuff. Probably Angel of Invention. If I have to take a guess, I think my opponent's going to get Angel of Invention. That just seems like the best card here. Because then you can even flip Legion's Landing pretty soon. Yeah, I would get Angel of Invention for sure, I feel. Maybe my opponent is just writing down my pick. Alright, I'm gonna pause for them. Okay, my opponent took Cavalier of Thorns. Probably wants a land. Milled Man of War, Fact or Fiction, and 2 lands. So I can Giant Killer about to write Archer there because it took a long time. So I can Giant Killer Cavalier, and my opponent can get back like a Fact of Fiction. So my plan probably is just cost Knight of Violet Orchard, get a Plains, get a card, and then Giant Killer the Cavalier. My opponent gets something back, but I get rid of a reach creature. So I think that's probably worth it. This also stops my opponent from flipping leaders, and I think I wanna draw the card first, but I don't think it matters too much. I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay, so I have to take damage no matter what. We can exile my Cavalier, which probably seems like a good play. So the question is, do I play Giant Killer here? I don't get the card because I already got one. Oh, it gets back bribery. Okay, fair enough. There's no way around that though. Yeah, I should probably play Giant Killer. Just because that could be important next turn to tap something down. Fly over for 2, I guess. Yeah. Next turn I can cast Deep Forest Hermit. Okay, so here's bribery. This time getting Angular Invasion, I suspect. My opponent did have to give up the draw step though, so it's not like a game my opponent's a card. Yeah, here it is. Okay. But I can tap that down. And get some servos. Ooh, so that can bring back nothing right now, but maybe later. Maybe we can bring back Charming Prince. That would be sweet. I can link the angel. Yeah. So let's start attack with Charming Prince. Hope my opponent blocks it. Because exile target creature you own. Seems good. Oh, I get to kill both eventually. That's nice. Oh, I don't get to deal the damage the way I want to. Oh well. So now I can bring back Charming Prince. So take what you own, just gonna be the angel. Draw a card. I think I might actually make this a 4-feather Flick Wisp. Okay, play Gate and hedge against it like a sweeper. But yeah, things are looking very good. So I think the only way I lose if my opponent has a sweeper. Gonna make it 4-3 though. Yes, I could make servos, but I don't really need to add to the board more. And having a big life-linking flyer seems like it's gonna be more important here. Yeah, it's even non-token, so I wouldn't even get additional triggers off a sweeper here. Alright. Yeah, I think it's time to attack with everything. Maybe not Giant Killer. And I have the Guild Mage going. So all my creatures could potentially get +2/+2. Also I have reclamation, getting things back. So I'm not worried about creatures dying here of my side. Yeah, if they're settled the wreckage, that would be not so good, but what are you going to do? Can't play around everything. Yeah, I could have maybe sent a little less. But also, you need to finish the game at some point. Right now, my opponent's taking 12. It's probably worth it to present lethal. Then I have stuff left back if things would not work out. But it looks like they did. Alright, see you for round 2. Oh, this hand is not great. Let me put it that way. White Mane Lion doesn't do anything. Mirror Entity doesn't do much. But Mirror Entity is insane with Deep Forest Hermit. I will give you that. Alright, I'm gonna keep. This is the idea is either I draw lands for my Mirror Entity Deep Forest Hermit combo, also White Mane Lion plus Deep Forest Hermit, or I draw spells. And I mostly have cheap spells at this point. There is Angel of Invention. That is mostly my expensive card. And Cavalier of Thorns. Okay, and 2/2 for 2. So I could not play a land and then play Knight, but I just don't think that's good. I think I'm gonna play Knight of the White Orchid just to have a blocker. I'm not gonna get a land this game unless my opponent plays a Stone Rain effect. And while it uses my mana less good, it Mirror Entity is just a little too fragile here. So I'm gonna play this. Hopefully my opponent just spends a removal spell on it. But the fact that my opponent played the Sprouting Goblin on 2 makes me think my opponent is skewing aggressive. Just my hunch. Otherwise you should probably slow roll it. Goblin Piledriver. Okay, so my opponent is a Goblin deck. So this is a Pro Blue that gets plus for each Goblin that attacks. But a First Striker, that is a stop sign. So I'm gonna play Spirited Companion. And then I'm gonna hold up White Mane Lion. I'm not gonna attack. I think that's a little too ambitious. Yes, I could attack and then White Mane Lion can block, but Murderous Redcap. Okay, well, that's gonna deal 3, 2, I mean. But it has Persist, so here I can save that card with White Mane. I think that's better than returning the Spirited Companion because okay, so here I'm just gonna play Deep Forest Hermit. And try to set up a Mirror Entity turn. So Mirror Entity pumps your entire team when you pay X. So if I play this on turn 7, for example, I can play it and pay 4, and then all my creatures gets plus. Goblin Rabblemaster. Okay, so my opponent is definitely. I know one card from my side is going to be awesome though. One Goblin Bombardment. Okay, so this card I cannot no longer treat this card as it's going to reliably do its thing. So I'm definitely blocking Piledriver. That is a given. And I have to treat these squirrels as 1/1s. The White Mane blocks there. This one blocks this, and then so hang on a second. The problem is that if I play Mirror Entity and get +4/+4, they're gonna get killed. But some of my cards in response. So I think I should do like this. I might as well get a free blocking. And I have to block like this as well. Okay, so I'll have to give up the plan of Mirror Entity and killing my opponent because it's just not gonna work in the face of Goblin Bombardment, especially when my opponent has a Persist creature that can ping twice. This one deals 1. And that's gonna kill the Deep Forest Hermit almost surely. It's gonna shrink my creatures to 1/1s. But this is complicated. So there goes that. Now my opponent can kill 2 of my 1/1s, but then my opponent has to sacrifice 2 creatures, so I don't think that's a huge deal. And then what I could do is play Mirror Entity and pass and keep 4 mana open, but we shall see. Okay, sure. My opponent is left with a Rubble Master and a Sprouting Goblin. Sprouting Goblin has to attack, by the way. I could play Mirror Entity, make my creatures free freeze, or I can play these 2 cards, and then I have a first striker that can eat the 2/2. But my opponent can sack the goblin you get from Rabble Master and then kill my knight. But at least I'm trading 1 for 1 and slowing down. Yeah, this bombardment sort of messed me up. It kind of ruined my plan. Kiki Jiki, that's not good for me. So that can copy anything. Alright, I'm probably losing this game. It's not completely over, but so I can kill my knight. So this is the token. Yeah. At least. So I'm gonna block the real creature with my 2/2 if I get the possibility. No, okay. Well, so do I want to? I think I'm gonna take 6. I don't think it's worth it to, because my token has a value. Ooh, that was a good draw. So if I play that, I can get back a Deep Forest Hermit, get a 4/4 plus token. Wow, that was a sick top deck. Insane. I might be in this game now. So I'm gonna for sure get back Deep Forest Hermit. And yeah, start attacking. Why not? I mean, my opponent can copy Rabble Master, but I can block both. And this time it's much harder to kill the Deep Forest Hermit. And also next turn I get another thing. It could be White Mane, can't bring back Deep Forest because it's a token. But okay, cycle that, deal 2, fine. It did its job. It's gonna shrink my squirrels, but my opponent also have to sacrifice some goblins to kill them. So I think we are looking pretty good. So might just get back Spirited Companion, dig up some stuff. This card doesn't flip until my upkeep, so that was the absolute best card I could have drawn. Goblin Matron, okay. I could also, again, maybe kill my opponent with Mirror Entity. We should see. My opponent does have the bombardment going now. But I have to make some blocks because these Goblin Rabble Masters are enormous. This one has 3 damage on it. Right, well, I'm gonna have to block like this. And I think I'm taking 5. I can do that, right? If I take 5, I go to 9. My opponent cannot sacrifice that many creatures. So, I kind of want to get rid of the Rabble Master. Block like this, and then so my opponent kills the Hermit, kills 1 token, kills another token. Alright, fine, I'll block with everything. Alright, this is a complicated game. So kill that. That was sort of gonna happen. Then my opponent can kill 3 of my tokens, but that's gonna cost a lot. And then my opponent is left with Kiki-Jiki and Rabble Master again. Okay, so just decides to trade off. But now the Rabble Master is gone. I'm down to 8 or 7 if when my opponent sacrifices this. But okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so now play a forest. Let's play Mirror Entity. Let's get back Spirit of Companion card. So if I attack with Spirit of Companion, make it a 5/5. It's not good now. So right now, my opponent can copy Goblin Matron. That's obviously not great for me, but okay. Muxus. See if my opponent hits here. That's pretty good. It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty good. Then you can maybe cat Kiki-Jiki Muxus at least, but probably dead here though. My opponent attacks with everything. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I did some amount of comeback, but the Goblin Bombardment kind of got me. So I have a 6 sideboard card of Tivadar of Torn. Sylvan Library, Masked Vandal deals with the bombardment, so that's something. Maybe Mirror Entity is the clunkiest of all my cards. Yeah. Alright, kind of hope I draw Tivadar of Torn a lot. I did not, but I do have a Sylvan Library that should tie the room together. Maybe White Mane Lion should go. It was a clunker all game. It did something, but I also have Gate to combine with Cavalier. So let's see here. Prosper. Yeah, my opponent has a great Goblin deck. So I'm looking for lands here. I want to go up to 5. Okay. Take 2. That has haste. I all forgot that this has haste. So the Wayfinder is a way to get lands as well. Okay. Oh, there's a skipper. I'm gonna keep 1 card here. I'm gonna keep put this on top. I'm gonna keep 1 land and I'm gonna play the tracker. And then next turn I can go say to Wayfinder to dig for a land, or I can Tivadar of 4 if I want to play some insane goblin. But also next turn I'm drawing Knight of the White Orchid, so that's a thing. But yeah, probably not drawing too many more cards with. So is that good enough to kill? It's a very good card, but there are more problematic cards. Okay, well I'm gonna. I could keep Masked Vandal, go down to 11. I really want to have the access to that card in case there is a Goblin Bombardment, but Goblin Bombardment doesn't even seem that good right now. How about I just don't do that? I'm also gonna have to take damage from Brushland here. Oh, my opponent has 4. Does my opponent have? Wait, so my opponent has 3 lands in play, or is it? I can't see. It's 3 land. Okay, so I can't cast Knight and get a land, but I can just cast this and kill that. Attack with vigilance. Alright, so now I'm also set up so if I draw any blink card, this is gonna get more value. Oh, that's a good card. It's a free fear that you can return a goblin every upkeep to your hand. Okay, so I do have white main line to get back to, but that is slow. Okay, hoping for a land here. Okay, I got there. So top and top. My opponent still didn't play a land. So I guess I'll go Wayfinder. Get a plains. Play a plains, and I'm fine with trading here. Could have attacked with this, but yeah, I should have done that. Ah, not playing good today, unfortunately. Oh well. I do get to. I can't block this because of fear, but you know, it's not great. Warship. Yeah, my ball has everything. Okay. Well, there is. Oh. Okay. Well, this card. I have to do some work. It's like attack for free. Then end of turn, I can white main lion. I kind of have to kill the ward, otherwise the card just gets back everything. So restoration is pretty slow. Oh, there's a Godfarer's Gift, but it's not super good right now. Put these on top for now. There it is. I'm fine with trading here, so I'm gonna attack for 4 again. But I'm not gonna. Seems a little risky to attack with more. Now I can sack the clue if I so choose. I have a Godfarer's Gift looping on top of my deck. Oh man, opponent has everything, every goblin. Oh well. I'll just start maybe going face, but yeah, I knew he had it, but still, this is not looking good. So 2/2. I'm dead, but I can first strike down. That. Wait. Oh wait. 63. Take 8 or 9. I don't even know. Oh, this is a 3. Okay, well, I'm dead. This was a little too good of a deck for me to beat, but at least I got one run. So, pretty fun draft. Thank you for watching.